Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do Gunslinger Spawn issue number 2 by Issue Comics by Todd McFarlane and Brad Booth. Nice looking cover. Let's dive in. So we begin, where it ended, of course. So Thomas, this boy here, has been captured by, or taken hostage, if you will, by angels that are in the house of his father. And it seems that he never could go to his own house unless his father gives him the green light or picks him up from work. So, and now it's revealed why, because he has a meeting with angels, and the angels immediately attack Spawn, and Spawn is, killing them left and right. Um, Brad Booth, absolutely gorgeous looking art. He's a great artist. I always liked his art since, what's his series that made him, well, quote unquote famous? Was it, I believe, Backlash? Backlash, that was his character. And you can see that he uses a lot of the same poses that Backlash is doing and other stuff that he drew. And that's perfectly okay. I mean, Rob Liefeld is doing that, I don't know, 99% of his work. It's probably, I don't know, copy pasting. Although I think Brad Booth is really drawing this image instead of, well, maybe Rob Liefeld does that too, but I really don't like Liefeld's art. I said that before. I'm not going to. It has nothing to do with this issue, so let's move on. Anyway, so Spawn says, or Gunslinger Spawn says, didn't plan on your kind being here. I came for looking for Barlet. Now, who is Barlet? Barlet is the name of the, well, Taylor's father, by the way. He is a Barlet. I believe that's a family name. And that triggers Spawn. I'm going to tell a little bit why. I don't have all the answers because it's a little bit shrouded in mystery. I like that. Moving on. The killing and maiming still is going. And Spawn here is badly hurt, and then this angel says that, well, they have to kill the demon really quick, otherwise shit is going to happen. Although this is the weakest Spawn, I mean, they say to me as a reader, that he is the weakest Spawn. Not sure why. I mean, he's formidable. I mean, pretty formidable. Maybe he lacks, I don't know, magic demon powers or something, or not. Not entirely sure. So moving on. So this angel says, "Drop your weapon, or the boy dies." And but Spawn says, "Yeah, go ahead. I don't give a shit about him." But then he also threatens the other angel, and he does this. He rips off a angel's wing. Now, why is that really important? It's that, it not only it hurts like crazy, I guess, but there's a reason for that. So it seems that this angel is bonded to this angel. Probably knows what's going to happen next. He says, if I pull this other wing off, you know exactly what's going to happen. She goes insane. You've got 2 seconds to release the boy, and he counts down, and the angel releases the boy, and they fly away with this wounded angel. But it's not over, because the Spawn interrogates this very wounded angel. Is going to die. He says, "You're going to die. You're going to tell me everything," and he plucks away the a feather. You see the terror in her face, and I said, "You guys acting a little bit weird." I said, "There's something going on, and you need to tell me why." And I'm betting it. I ain't the only one who got dragged from a different time. Tell me how we get there. And but the angel doesn't say anything. And but eventually she says, "It's Spawn. He did all this." But Gunslinger Spawn says, "Nah, that's not possible because he doesn't have that power." And she says, "Well, you're wrong. That Spawn has it." Okay, so the key word is that Spawn. There's multiple Spawns, so I'm not sure how many Spawns there are now, but at least 5. At least when I checked. Could be wrong. Anyway, and she says, we are gathering here to stop him. And so that's why you're here, to buddy up with the Bartlett's group, and he's getting shot in the back. And I also love the visual splatter effect, and with the guts, and is it guts? Yeah, well, intestines, flowing out. And Taylor says, Dad, what are you doing? I said, Taylor, quiet, Taylor, this is my business. And but Spawn says, oh, well, he's pretty wounded. And then he says to Taylor, this is all your fault. You never should have brought him here. But then this wounded, dying Angel knows her time is up, and then she actually, kills her assassin. Well, assassin, is that the right word? Well, this is, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not sure. Well, she's dead because of him, and now she wants to take him with him. I like that. I like this particularly part, because normally when evil guys or even good guys are dying, they are just going to die. They never took up a weapon or never take up a weapon and try to, go out with a bang. And if they are going out with a bang, mostly it backfires and they're going to die anyway. And although she is dying, she actually landing, I'm not saying a death blow because it doesn't kill him, but actually pretty much fucks him up. And then Taylor says, Dad, do something. He says, get the fuck out of my way before I blow your head off too. And then Taylor attacks the Angel in pure desperation. And Spawn, acts immediately. And what does he do? He just slices her neck. And then actually ripping off her angels. And what I didn't know is that according to heavenly and hellish law, heaven and hell agreed somehow that ripping off Angel's wing is the ultimate disgrace. Not only it causes extremely pain for removing both wings, but it causes disgrace, insanity, and it causes certain death. So yeah, this angel is done for. So probably we're going to see a lot of, angel wings ripping off bodies in the coming issues, I think. Again, looks stunning. Brad Booth is very good with this kind of stuff. It shows. It's probably one of his biggest strengths, I think. And Spawn says, how do I get back home? But then the Angel's, brain's been blown out by Bartlett, or his father. And Taylor says, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? And Spawn explains, why? Because he's a half-breed. Cut from the same cloth as the Bartletts from my time. So, okay, that's the reason they have a history with each other. He says, tell him, Bartlett. Tell him what you really are. And what your family's always been, corrupting and poisoning minds of others till they can't think straight. What you did to my sister. Okay, as far as I know, there is nobody has seen what happened to his sister, so probably that's coming up in later issues, I guess. Well, it has to be. And Taylor is very upset because he actually doesn't know what's going on, and he sees all the strange things before him, and he's just a kid, he's not used to, demons and monsters and battling and people killing left and right. And he says, is it true what he's saying? Because this is all crazy. Is this why I never allowed to come home? Is this why Mom left? And he said, pleads to his father. He says, tell me, and put that gun down, Bartlett says, before I do to you what I did to her. And he says, what did you say? Did you hurt Mom? And he says, stop your whining. I don't have time for this. That why she never calls? And Spawn says that Bartlett and his kind never care for anyone except for themselves. And he's probably, she said, if you let him live, he's gonna kill you. So you need to shoot him, Taylor, Spawn says. But he says, now. But, Taylor's just a boy. He's a killer. And he says, no, I can't do it. But then his father points his shotgun at him, and he says, "That was the stupidest mistake or biggest of your short life. Goodbye, son." And yeah, Spawn acts immediately, picks up a knife or machete. No, it's not a machete. It's just a knife, I guess, and kills. That's a very big knife, by the way, and kills Bartlett. And yeah, you see Taylor are more upset than ever, and he says, "No, I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry," and blames Spawn what's happened. But then later, Spawn also says, "I'm sure you do. That'll pass." Man, he's a cold man. But then later, these two have a talk, and Taylor comes to his senses and actually, realizes that Spawn saved his life. But he's very depressed, and then he shouts to Taylor, "Hey, come here! What is this?" And Taylor says, "Well, that's a toilet." He says, "I know. I'm not stupid. But what does a toilet doing inside the house?" And then, throwing from serious to humor. I like the fact that Spawn, coming from another time, is very, shocked about what's happening here in the modern times. Because in his time, shit houses, that's how they call it, I believe. Oh, I'm sorry, there was a fly. Or toilet houses, I'm not sure what the exact term was outside of the house because of the stench and all the shit. And he says, "Why do you want it inside?" So actually, Taylor explains the whole thing about plumbing and that the how do you say, the smell is going away, and Spawn is actually asking all of these questions. But where does the shit go? I said, "I don't know, just going outside, on a heap of dump or something." And he says, "What?" He says, "The city collects people's shit. That's what your government does." So he's Taylor says, "Okay, I'm checking out. I'm done with this conversation." And at the end, we see that Spawn is all playing with the toilet, flushing the whole time, and we see the grave of Bartlett, and then it ends here, and then we do this thing that I still don't understand, and I'm too lazy to look it up. We have some I don't know, cosplayers. Great, they're still doing that, and I like Gunslinger Spawn. I mean, I think it's way more interesting than the regular Spawn. Although this is 20 pages, well, it's better than paying $4 for 18 pages, like Life Zero. It's still 20, and I cannot really condone that or accept that's the new normal. But it is what it is. Not sure why they do that. Yeah, probably money cost, but that's I think the new norm. I don't know. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Hope you liked the video. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.